What's up, Kids Jam kids? This is Mr. Luke, and this week we're going to do something a little different. Here's what I want you to do. If you want to enter a drawing to win one of 3 $10 gift cards, it's going to be very simple. In the lesson coming up, there's 3 key words somewhere in there, so you got to listen close. Write the keywords down, and then perform the at-home challenge coming up in the next video. If you video yourself with the 3 words and the at-home challenge, post it to the Facebook link in the description, and then, or you can email it to the email in the description. You will be entered to win. It's totally easy. So what are the 3 things? Video yourself saying the 3 words in the lesson and doing the at-home challenge. Totally simple, totally easy. Go for it. What's up, Kids Jam kids and parents? Welcome to week 3 or 4 of quarantine, which is kind of crazy. We've been out of school for so long and stuck in our houses. But I'm bringing you this video about Easter week, and it starts with Palm Sunday. And that's what we're going to talk about today. This whole week is called Passion Week. And then on Friday is called Good Friday. And then, of course, Sunday is Resurrection Sunday. But let's talk about Palm Sunday, because Palm Sunday is what helps us prepare our hearts for the crucifixion, which is the death of Jesus, and then his resurrection. How do we prepare our hearts? It all happens on Palm Sunday. Let's check this out. Jesus is getting ready. He knows it's the week that he's going to be crucified. So he tells his disciples, go into the village right down the street, grab a donkey and a colt, and bring them to me, because I'm going to ride into the city on the donkey and the colt. So they go get the donkey, they get the colt, and they do something interesting. They throw their clothes on the donkey and colt and put Jesus on top of them. So as Jesus is coming into the city, something crazy happens. The city receives him like a movie star almost. Check this out. They brought a very great multitude spread their clothes, and they cut down branches from the trees and spread them on the road. That's why palm branches were laid on the road. That's why it's called Palm Sunday. So then we see the multitudes who went before and those who followed cried, saying, Hosanna, son of David, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. But that was how the people responded. I'll tell you what, though, the religious leaders in the church, they hated it. They didn't like it at all. They were so mad that Jesus was getting all this attention. Why were they mad? We're going to explain that in today's video. So why were the religious leaders so mean to Jesus when he came there? Well, they were really kind of mean to everybody. And there's actually a story behind that. See, they had all the rules of the Bible, but they didn't have a relationship with God. They were more interested in keeping things right than treating people well. And here's what happened. A long time ago, before Jesus ever came, they had all the rules, and then they kept adding rules. And anybody that didn't keep those religious rules, they made fun of them, and they compared themselves to them, and they made them feel little. What happened was their hearts became hardened, and their hearts became knotted. And they didn't realize that over time, the presence of God began to leak out of their life, just like this balloon, and the smaller their heart got, the worse they treated people. And Jesus didn't like that at all. Well, they couldn't possibly treat people well because they didn't have God's life on the inside of them. And they didn't have God's life because they were more interested in rules than God. So what was the difference between the people who received Jesus and the Pharisees who were trying to reject him? Let's take a look. They probably don't look much different from the outside, do they? They all practiced religion. They all went to church. But there was a small difference, and that was this right here. See that? Not a knot. It's a clip. This is a balloon clip. I'm going to show you how a balloon clip works. You can take the balloon clip off and put it back on. Very small difference, isn't it? But I want to show you why that's important. And it's the first word and one of our 3 key words that are the message that you're going to be recording to enter the drawing for the $10 gift card. So the first key word is this. Their hearts were open. See, when Jesus was coming in, their hearts were open to him, and so they received him. And man, that made a big difference in the way that they treated Jesus. You ever have your grandmother coming over, or your aunt, or somebody important that you're looking forward to and excited about? What happens inside of you when they're coming over and you know they're 15 minutes away, 10 minutes away, 5 minutes away? What are you doing? I'll tell you what you're probably doing if you're anything like my kids. You're standing at the door, you're watching the windows, you're looking out, and you're waiting on their arrival. That's exactly how these people were. Their hearts were open for Jesus, and so they were ready to receive him. Which brings us to our second word, our second key word, which is that because their hearts were open to him, they wanted to be near him. So the first key word is open, the second key word is near. They wanted to be near Jesus. As soon as he got there, they ran to him, they threw themselves at him, and they wanted to be close to him. And that makes it that brings us our third key word, which is filled. Because their hearts were open and they wanted to be near, the closer they got, the more full of his presence they became. Okay, so you saw the words, and they are open, near, and filled. And you've got the link for the video, the at-home challenge. Perform the challenge, put it all on video, put it on Facebook, or email it to us, and you are officially entered to the challenge. We will draw winners next week. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.